But the doctor took 2 surgeries to clean me out, and I have pictures, and I will show them to you. They are disgusting. But by the end of the surgery, he looked at me, and he told me, before the surgery, first of all, there is no such thing as unexplained infertility. There's always an explanation, and 9 times out of 10, we can fix it. And you are as healthy inside as any other 33-year-old woman. And within 2 years, maybe sooner, you should have a baby. And I was like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. I've taken 1,000,000 tests. Okay, whatever. Cuckoo. Okay, thank you. See you later. Whatever. It's not going to happen. And unbeknownst to me, my brother had been in Mexico. He's a priest, and he had prayed that I would have a baby. And I believe it was to Our Lady of Guadalupe. But I always mess up the name Guadalupe and Our Lady of Guatemala. But I'm pretty sure it was Guadalupe. I might have to, in my next video, tell you the real name. So anyway, he prayed, and after he said that prayer, 2 months later, don't I take a pregnancy test because I have a missed period, which I never missed a period. And that was my first positive pregnancy test ever in my life. And I'm running through my house not knowing what to do, crying, anxiety, screaming, like, what? My life's ruined. We had these plans. We had given up, and we had just decided to be the cool aunt and uncle, and we were going to travel the world. And that's what we had just decided to do. Just travel the world. Just be the cool aunt and uncle. That was it. We had resigned. We're not going to have kids. We're just going to be the cool aunt and uncle. We're travel the world. We don't need to have kids. We're just going to spoil our nieces and nephews, give them back. We're going to be happy, retire in a small little house somewhere, and that's going to be okay. And now I'm pregnant, and all of that's ruined because I had decided it's going to be okay. And now I'm all anxious because I had just had a glass of wine like 2 nights ago, and now maybe my baby's not going to have any arms, and maybe my baby won't have any legs, and what am I going to do? And I just went through all of this crazy roller coaster ride, and all from this one little positive pregnancy test, and it was just crazy. So I'm calling my mom, and she's like, what? And I'm calling Justin, come home, come home, come home. He's like, why? I mean, if I had thought it through, I probably would have, wrapped up this, cute little, gift for Justin, and, had some surprise way of showing him, wrapped up a cute little, box of a little baby outfit or something, and the pregnancy test. And it was in, October, so maybe, I don't know. That's some cool way to show him instead of calling him at work screaming, I just took a pregnancy test and it's positive, oh my god. And I took a second one and it's positive, oh my gosh. Come home right away. I was 90 miles an hour, and I called my sister and I'm like, you will never believe this. And I was just like, it was that crazy because 13 years without ever a plus sign. And then you look down and you're just peeing and you're nonchalantly walking around the house because you know it's going to be negative. And so you look down and you see a plus, and then you look back up and then you're like, whoosh. And you see a plus and you're like, huh? So you whip out another one, because I just have 10 under the sink for a rainy day for fun. And I take another one, and I'm like, whatever, false positives happen all the time. And so I just take another one and positive, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I'm just going down the speed dial of like everybody I know freaking out. And I swear I did call like maybe 30 people. And it was hysterical. And but it was hard not getting invited to showers, and it was hard when your best friend didn't invite you to their baby shower, because people don't know how to treat you when you can't have a child. And but when my baby shower came, there were like, I swear, 60 people there, because it was a big deal. And it was cute because my husband surprised me, and he said it was for my birthday, because my baby shower was kind of on my birthday. And he said, it's for your birthday. They wanted to do kind of like a surprise birthday party, but don't tell them I told you. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. And I get there and I see like all these cars at my sister's house. She had this huge house, and all these cars are there. And I'm like, okay, I'll act surprised for my birthday. And I go in, and it's this huge shower, and it was really awesome. And I have identical twin girls. No drugs. No nothing. Just naturally. And one of the things the doctor told me, well, I'll save for the other video. I'll save the advice he gave me and the method I used. And there is a method I did use. And how to check yourself. And all these other kind of things are involved. And it is so interesting. And that is how I did finally get pregnant with all of those problems. So if someone says your fertility is unexplained, don't listen to them, because there is an explanation. And I'm sorry my video is kind of all over the place, because there is so much to tell. Because it is such a long journey, and I probably should have used a storyboard. But even storyboards are hard for me because I'm ADHD kind of, and it would have gone off into another leaf and another leaf and another leaf, and I would have been scattered all over the place. But there is a method I used, and it is helpful when you're trying to conceive a child. And I'm sorry about my appearance. I just hopped out of the shower, so you get my lovely red face, my rosacea, and my lovely stick eyebrows and hardly any lashes. You can thank that to the month in the hospital I spent with my twins in my belly, bedridden, and I swelled up with toxemia and preeclampsia, and like my eyes swelled up and my whole body with water, and so my eyes were puffy, so my eyelashes kind of just got lost in all the puffiness, and I kind of lost them too, so I need to like maybe get some false eyelashes. So I want to tell my story so that it might help some other women out there who are struggling to have a child, who have the diagnosis of polycystic ovarian syndrome and fibroids and polyps and unexplained infertility and endometriosis and the webbing inside and everything. I have a friend who has PCOS, and she was told, "You'll never have children." She has 5, a set of twins, and then 3 children. And she didn't use drugs or anything. Just natural. Told never have kids. You will never have kids. And she has 5. Doctors, right? They can be wrong sometimes. And I've been listening to some YouTubers talk about their infertility, and people have asked them questions like, well, I'm infertile too, and this and that. And the YouTuber will say, well, you may not be able to get pregnant or this and that. That's not necessarily true. Everyone is different. I went to a world-renowned doctor, and if you have health insurance, and even if you don't, they may be able to help you. You've got to try. You've got to give it a chance. And if you want a child bad enough, everything was covered under my health insurance because I have PCOS and I have endometriosis, and those are health conditions. And of course, pregnancy is covered under, your health. Is covered under your health insurance. So, but I have lots more to tell. So please stay tuned to my next video and subscribe, or give this video a thumbs up if you'd like to hear more, and please comment if you have any questions, so that in my next video I can address it, because there is a method that I followed, and there's a few more things I would like to talk about. I do have identical twin girls. That's 1 egg. I produced 1 egg, and 1 egg was fertilized, not 2. I didn't have superovulation or anything like that. I didn't take any drugs. Some of my friends don't believe me. That's their problem. It was natural. It was unexpected, but it was a wonderful surprise, and I couldn't be happier. That's my purpose in life. My daughters. They're my reason for living. They're why I wake up in the morning to take care of them. They're the joy of my life. So I hope I can help others by telling my story. So I will see you in my next video. Take care.